Oop, that's not the right one. There we go. Hello. Welcome to our next episode of Dragon Age. We've been chatting and about all sorts of stuff and getting giggly, so it's gonna be a fun one. Before we jump into everything, though, I'm gonna say a few words about our sponsors. Let everybody introduce themselves, and we'll hand it on over to Hannah. So our sponsors, which are in chat, are Fundamental RPG. It's a simple D20 system. It's not tied to any genre, so you can use it to play any style of game that you would like, from sci-fi to high fantasy and everything in between. You can pick it up on Amazon if you want the physical book, or if you prefer a digital copy, you can pick that up at ko-fi.com/raven, like it's spelled at the bottom of the screen. And as Paladin always says, the fun is free with every purchase. Also, go check out Die Hard Dice. They sell amazing polymer and metal dice sets and accessories. They've got a particularly cool one right now called a Luminous Chrome, which looks like this, and they're very satisfying to roll because they have these little glittery nebula type things inside of them. They're very fun. There's a link straight to that in chat, and then if you use the code Animus with a capital A, you can get 10% off for your entire order. And then if you want to catch up on this show or any others that we have on the channel, you can do so at the Fantasy Network at watch.thefantasy.network. Let's go with introductions. So we'll start with the top left with Paladin. Tell us a little bit about Jade and yourself.
Hi everybody. I'm Paladin Hull, Twitch moderator for Random Tuesday, Little Red Dot, and Polar Scripted. And today, as always, I am playing Jade, your humble servant and the world's best butler, and nothing else.
Of course not. All right. Looks like I'm next. So I'm Raven. I'm the creative director for the Raven Evermore, which is my brand for all the various things that I do, most of which are tabletop related or adjacent. My link tree's there in chat, or if you can't see it, it's linktr.ee/theraven, like it's spelled below my face. And I played Drafferth, or Draff, who is a punk rock mage, Grey Warden, with no respect for authority. And she makes things not die, oddly enough. And also she's a boat, apparently. So next we'll hop...
Good boat.
Yeah.
Good boat.
Next we'll hop over to Anina. Tell us a little bit about Velica and yourself.
Hi there, I'm Anina Kasky. I am an actor and writer, and I have a YouTube channel called The Awkward Actress, where I have comedy sketches, comedic monologues, and a dark drama web series. So please check that out, The Awkward Actress. And apart from being on this channel, I'm also on another YouTube channel, a D&D actual play called The Bardic Quest, which is a group of British trained actors playing D&D. So do check that out. I think we have 3 episodes out. A new episode comes out every Thursday. So enjoy that. I play a Viking fighter in that one called Saga. And here I play Velica, a city elf mage who can't remember anything. She doesn't remember anything. But she's very powerful. So let's see. See what happens.
All right. Next we've got B. Tell us a little bit about Alan and yourself.
Yeah, I'm Judd Belliston. I'm one of the writers for the Neon Devils webtoon comic that has actually gone up, and it's a thing. You can like it and read what's there. There isn't much there yet, but give it time.
Are there links somewhere?
Probably. After I look them up and put them there, yes, there will be links. Might even have that actually open. I don't. That would be far too useful.
I got it.
I'm playing Alan. Alan is Alan is a himbo murder baker. I think that's where I'm gonna go with that description. He loves tiny cakes, and his dream is to put tiny cakes inside of other slightly less tiny cakes. And also he goes into a Kunari death trance and murders things pretty much indiscriminately. Well, no, he discriminates, just in a very binary good guy, bad guy click scenario. So yeah, that's Alan.
Awesome.
He's very dumb.
Before we jump over to Hannah, just a quick reminder. Nina, you currently have 3 advantages. B, you've got an advantage in a crit. I've got a crit. And Hannah, you have an advantage. So if anybody wants to make things harder or easier for us, there's a whole bunch of different ways you can do that below my face here. And then Paladin, I saw a subscription there. Who would you like to give an advantage to?
More for Anina. More. More.
Yay.
All right, I will get that up on the board.
You just know how bad I roll, right? That's why I'm getting the advantage.
And then Hannah, tell us about yourself and take it away.
Greetings, mortals. I am Hannah, or Woe Hannah, full-time anxiety bean, part-time human. I will be running our game today. And when last we left off, we just kicked the butt of a bunch of darkspawn, and it was excellent. Also, we made
I
friends.
murdered an ogre.
You
It
did
was
murder
awesome.
an ogre.
And then made a different Darkspawn P himself.
That was our friend, though. So we did get to meet an intelligent darkspawn who called himself Messenger and is the one currently leading us where we're going. So the very moment that we finished was a mysterious man in full Grey Warden plate armor coming in to finish off the final 2 darkspawn. And that's where we pick up. Alan, how we doing?
Man, I don't want to, but I am gonna try and swing at the guy.
All right.
Because nobody's told me that he's, not an enemy. So, because the battle trance does not differentiate, except for good guy, bad guy. That's a 13. Let's say that's a 13.
So he does. So you go to swing down at him, and he does catch it with his great sword. And so you two are now locked, sword to sword, as he yells, "Hey, wait!
I think I'll have cleared my face off with a handkerchief from all the blood that you inevitably collect as it's Dragon Age, right? After every fight, everyone is just covered in blood. So having solved that, I will see what's going on, and I'll say, no, sir, no, Mr. Ross, please, no, stop. I think that's an ally. You may not want to kill him.
How do you know that?
Well, he did just kill some darkspawn, which usually means they're on the right side.
Okay.
Hopefully, you're not here to rob us, are you, sir?
Rob you? No.
See, there we go.
Yeah. Alan's gonna drop out of the trance and look very confused for a few seconds.
Please excuse my master here, and I'll push Alan way back. Thank you so much for rescuing us, sir. That's ever so kind. Allow me to introduce our little group. And I'll go past everybody's names, including the messenger.
Oh yeah, I know, Mess.
Oh, excellent. This will be the friend you mentioned. Well, it's most
so
fortuitous we came across you.
The Grey Warden takes off his helmet to reveal a kind of stoic, scarred elf man, who some people might recognize. If anyone wants to make a roll, I would believe that Jade could recognize him right off the bat, because this is, in fact, the hero of Ferelden.
Oh,
I don't think I'd expect to see him here, right?
That's fair.
But
So would Draff know about this man?
yeah, I don't think she's ever met him, but she definitely knows of him.
can't be the only elf in the Grey Wardens, though.
No,
but
he is an elf with a Ferelden accent.
With
who's a Grey Warden.
with very fancy armor. Yeah, I think Draft's a little awkward and nervous because she's not quite sure who
You don't
in
have the best experience with Grey Wardens.
yeah, and who in the Grey Wardens thinks she's dead, and who, or if some think that she's still part of the group or whatever. There's a lot of unknowns for Draft, So she's just like, hi.
So he will he'll look at you and be like, "Oh, you're a warden too, eh?
Yep, sure am.
Fantastic. How are those lot doing?"
You know, I've been out on my own for a bit, so
It's usually for the best, honestly.
yeah. She like brightens up like yeah, I think that's best. Yeah.
Like he clearly does not. Like he's got a little bit of a on his face. He's like, not
Allow me
like
to get
really.
that for you, sir, and I'll wipe it off.
Oh, he's like, I can't exactly travel with a bunch of wardens with her friends like Mess. And they're right, Mess. And like Messenger peeks out from behind the bench. He's like, "Oh, friend warden." And kind of comes over to you, group. So yeah, I know your names. What you all doing here?
Well, we're trying not to die to Darkspawn for one.
It's an ongoing one.
Yes. Would you happen to know where there is an exit to leave whatever this is?
Well, we're in the deep roads, but yeah, I know my way around.
Oh, if you could guide us to a safe exit, that would be magnificent.
Right. Why? Who are you? You're not grouped to be in the.
I'm Ellen. This is my bestest friend. This
Yes.
is Cake Lady,
Mhm.
and this is a boat.
Sorry.
Delica sort of sidles up next to Jade and just squishes next to him, like doesn't know what to do.
What are you doing here?
Right.
Well,
So you see, what happened was, all right, we went through this mirror thing, ended up in a graveyard city type thing, got
You went
chased by death mages, revived a god.
I don't think the sir would want to be bored with all our little trivial little affairs.
You went through
And then-
here.
Yeah.
Did you, but by yourself?
I mean, it was all of us, and there's this real nice elf lady
Oh,
who
nice. No, that wouldn't be her.
who held it open for us. Not quite sure what happened to her because then the mirror didn't work anymore. Hence the death mages. And then your little friend here showed up, and then we fought Darkspawn,
Yes.
and here we are.
So
Just trying to get to the surface, as I mentioned, which would be what direction exactly?
I think it's usually up.
How
Jade.
did big thingy die? There is very big thing is dead. How,
Oh yes, you did it, sir. You killed it. Well done.
What are you doing down here?
What?
Oh, God, forgive my manners. It's you get used to not really doing a lot of idle manner chit chatting when your only friend is a darkspawn. I'm Warden Commander Mahariel.
What? Really? Wait, no. You are serious, sir. You're the
Yeah.
hero of Ferelden?
Well, yeah, some call me that.
Why on earth would you be down here? You should be up there in a mansion with servants like me.
Right. I mean,
You
as
are
they-
rich, right? They did pay you handsomely, I assume.
I mean, I made a lot of money on the way. Spent a lot of it fixing up Amaranthine. It's just not really my style, you know. I'm Dalish, and then I was a warden, and then I had to be in charge of the wardens because Alistair was kind of a nice guy, bit of a useless prick. And it's not like it was just me who saved Ferelden. Alistair, Liliana was there, Sten.
all these people.
I think Mistress
There
Liliana
definitely
would
wasn't a
like
witch,
to
though.
be referred to by her proper title now.
Wait.
She has moved up in the
one,
world.
Which one wasn't which?
Morrigan wasn't. There was no witch.
No. But why did you say witch though? If no witch,
We just met.
This seems
one
like
of
waste
those,
of words.
back there.
You only
We-
get so many words.
What?
You only get so many words. Once you use them all up, they're gone. You should be very careful with words.
I think some
Oh.
people get more words than others, Adam.
Ah, that makes sense. That makes
We're-
big brain more words.
Yeah, were you
Very
looking
smart,
for
Pelican.
a witch? Because we just like brought one back to life or something like that back there.
You brought a witch back to life?
I don't know. Some people were calling her Witch of the Wilds or something like that.
Purely
Phlegm.
unintentional.
Phlegm?
But
Phlegm. Phlegm. Phlegm.
Flemeth.
Phlegm word.
You
Phlegm-
just brought
Phlegm-
Flemeth. I
What?
spent so much time killing her. She turned into a dragon. Do you have any?
well, now
That's
she's a
what they
ghost.
told us to do.
Who told you to
Yes.
do? Who's telling you to bring back Flemeth?
Well,
nice
if we are just
lady
hanging
with
all
the
our
mirrors.
secrets on the wall. The
What?
Inquisitor, sir. The Inquisitor tasked us with with going to her tomb.
Oh
We have now
right,
done
the
so.
Inquisitor person was there too. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So the
We could have
Inquisitor-
just kept all of that to ourselves, Trav. We could.
What?
We didn't
It's-
need to bother the sir with all this.
It's the
nonsense.
Warden Commander. I can't just exactly not report on what's
It's
going
not
on.
good to lie, Jay.
Oh, now you follow the rules. All right. Well,
It's not good to lie.
Yes, he's convenient now.
Well, actually-
Exactly.
all right, then.
Alan gets
I
it.
mean, if you're all laying your stuff out, I guess I can. And if you're working with Inquisitor, he already knows this anyway, or they already know this anyway. I'm looking for a cure to the calling. Mess is helping me.
Oh.
that's that thing where Solus is calling all of us. Yes.
No. What?
No, he's dark. He's what Darkspawn do.
Trav
He's-
just
Oh,
looks
is
at
that what that is?
Yes.
Trav just looks at James like, now who's telling secrets?
Well, I thought everyone knew. You are an elf.
Yeah, but I'm
I
not.
mean, I didn't know, but that's no surprise because even if I did know, I probably forgot. And I'll shut up now.
Why don't we? Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
the
go back to my
exit.
camp. Let's go back to my camp and we can have a little chat, and then I'll show
Mhm.
you the exit once we've done a little rest because you all just had a big old fight. So maybe a bit of rest. I got some food.
Are you anticipating any more of these sort of incidents?
Well, I mean, like Draff and Mess and I can.
Yeah.
We'll know if they're coming.
Oh.
So he kind of like leads you off into a side tunnel.
But before that, Alan is going to offer a tiny cake and say, "Sorry for trying to kill you."
And he's like, "This is the most adorable thing I've ever seen."
I'm very good at making tiny cake.
And he very delicately for a man in full plate armor, eats the tiny cake.
Well done, sir.
Love that.
I like that Alan has an infinite supply of tiny cakes somewhere on his person.
Mhm.
Do not ask questions about cakes.
They don't go stale either.
Ever.
I've just been assuming it's like a little 10 with like little tiny cakes packed into it.
They have little dividers so they don't squish together.
Yeah.
yeah. Like the
If you like the tiny cake, you could just, hire Mr. Maras here to make them for you. And along with tiny cakes, there are many more luxuries that could be afforded if you were to simply live in a mansion with servants, like me.
I can't exactly fix the colon from a mansion.
Oh, I thought you said the calling. That's why we got
No,
confused.
the calling. Calling.
Right, but who's calling what then?
He's
He leads you off into a side path that has a
Very
nice, a
confused.
kind of set up camp where you can all sit around a fire.
as we're walking, I think Trav just like moves really close to the warden and just like, yeah, don't mind him. He doesn't really speak for Eldon.
And he will lean back and he's like, "So, how much you trust these mates?"
The big one, quite a bit. Cake Lady is real nice, but kind of a mystery, but I think she's alright. Jade is I don't not trust him.
I'm in the background cleaning up his campsite.
Yeah. But he's not just a simple butler.
Right, I mean, that one's a bit obvious from the fact he's not
bestest
dead.
friend.
Yeah.
Oh, hello!
Oh, also, if you do talk to some other wardens, there was a little bit of a sort of mix up with some paperwork, or something like that. Some of them think I'm dead. So
Half the time people think I'm dead, so.
yeah, or like there's just a bunch of rumors like I'm dead, or I got a bunch of new recruits drunk at the joining. Very strange stuff like that. Just it's best to not give it any heed.
And he he gives you a look and he's like, I think I like you.
Draft is a big grin.
So we all sit down. He's like, they're a bit uppity, ain't they?
A little bit, yeah.
So, big Grey Warden secret. Don't make a big hubbub about this because I'll probably get in trouble. But
I will probably not remember. It's okay.
fantastic, I like you.
Neither will I probably. So, you know.
People trust me with secrets all the time.
So, Grey Wardens become Grey Wardens, drinking Darkspawn blood.
I'm sorry, what now?
That does not sound very hygienic.
Draft,
No.
did you drink that?
Yeah, that might be why I put something else in the
I'm
cup
surprised
there.
you didn't totally mess it up.
Is that why you are the way you are?
So, in order to not be affected,
mean?
so most of the time when you fight Darkspawn, if you
A
get
good
blood in
boat.
you,
That's what he means. He means you are a
Oh,
very
she
good
told
boat.
me specifically not to let that happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
don't-
that before. But
It's-
yeah.
it's a very special way they prepare it so that you have a chance of not dying. A lot of people still do die. That's why they're kind of hush hush about it. But that does mean that that's why we can sense Darkspawn and they can sense us. But then eventually the taint does come to get you and you hear the calling, which is the same calling that the Darkspawn hear to go find the archdemons, the old gods, and turn them into an archdemon. And so that's usually when a Grey Warden retires. But I've got a lot to live for in this life,
I'm
and
sorry.
I don't particularly want to die.
What was that last part?
What part?
We get called?
Yeah, we get called.
Yeah, they failed to mention that part.
Well, you had a right git of a commander then, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of mad after the whole drinking the thing. So we didn't have much of a, like, exit interview or anything.
All right, so you know the nightmares?
Uh-huh.
They'll get worse.
Grand.
But that's why I'm with Mess, and Mess kind of like, hi. We're looking for a cure for the calling. Because like I said, I have a lot to live for. I don't want to die. Having to go fight a bunch of Darkspawn not that I'm already not doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically,
How
That's-
long does Draft have? It's
what
die, are you?
was it like 10 years-ish? 10, 15? 10, 15 after you become a Grey Warden.
10?
Maybe?
That's not
Oh,
a lot
for
of
fuck's
years at
sake.
all.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it sounds like a good plan. Let's find that, yeah.
So, because
How many years
Mess-
do you have left, Draft? How long have you been a Grey Warden?
Like 6 months?
Oh.
Oh, well, that's plenty of time.
yeah, you
Perhaps Miss Drafford can join you on your quest, and you won't be alone.
I mean, I'm not alone.
She's not leaving
Right.
us, Jade.
I mean,
Right.
she
Yes,
might.
we need both.
She's dying.
We need to stick
me
I'm
the
not going to
together.
let
We
her
need to go.
stay. Dying? Sounds terrible.
We'll go with her.
I have no intention of staying in the deep roads. Look around, it's awful here.
Yeah, it's
Right,
pretty
well,
shit.
if I got like a decade or so, I'm pretty sure I can finish this mission and then come back to this one. It'd be alright.
We're already
Yes,
done, is what I'm saying. All that's left is to go and collect the... And you don't need the money either, anyway, right? I mean, you and...
Where are you lot
and the
from?
hero... We are from insert country here.
Orlais.
Orlais.
You started
That's the one.
Trash just like,
From
with my accent, guess.
I know where you from. That's why I like you so much.
I am from place.
Are you
It-
from
I am-
Parvolin?
I
I had a friend from there. Sten was a good guy.
Mr. Moras has done a fair amount of traveling.
He doesn't have any horns like the rest of you lot, but he was a good guy.
Yeah, no hard.
But he was big like you.
Good.
Right. So, fun fact, Mess here don't hear the calling. That's why he's intelligent the way he is. I met a Darkspawn long way back, who was born not hearing the calling, and I killed him. That was kind of a muck up on my part. But I got to keep Mess after, and that's kind of why I disappeared, is because it's really hard to convince a bunch of other Grey Wardens not to kill a Darkspawn on sight.
So if you did
You
whatever
see
was done to this darkspawn to yourself, that
Not-
would solve the problem?
Probably not. He's a bit of a special case. You could do it to Darkspawn, harder to do it to a Grey Warden or anyone else.
Yes, I imagine you'd need test subjects, and where would you find those? Probably very rare.
Well, I'm not about to force people to do any shit that they're not wanting to do, and the Grey Wardens have enough problems of their own, honestly.
Why do people agree to be Grey Wardens if they're just going to kill them in 10 years?
Well, first of all, you don't tell them that before you do it. But there's a lot of
Also,
that.
I believe is not is mandatory many time. I remember see people.
We do
go
have the
Grey
right of
Warden
conscription.
because- Yeah,
Which
they-
is
they
honestly
tried
how I
once.
came into it.
yeah. They tried once with me, and then they didn't. So
I've never heard of us trying to conscript Kunari. We
it
tend to
was
avoid
not
it.
good. It was not a good idea. It was not a good idea. I do not remember why, but it was a very bad idea apparently.
Probably
Are
because
you-
they make everyone else look bad.
This is
No?
this is a bit of an awkward question. Are you with the Kuhn?
No, he's an
Not that I could-
independent mercenary. The answer is no, sir. You are not with the Q.
That is what I told. Yes, that is what I told bestest friend. Yes,
There
that
you
is
go.
absolutely what I told bestest friend. Yes, these things said to bestest friend. Yes.
Right.
Travis is just like face palm, like, oh my god, over the corner.
Ooh. Well, you're an interesting lot, but I suppose a bit far getting from Navarra to Orlais, though, eh?
Is it?
Additionally,
We just-
yes.
Or on the map.
I've been in Orlais for so long.
Oh, it's actually not that bad. But it's still gonna take a few days. I mean, if you want, it's not exactly in the best working condition, but I do have one of your mirror things a bit of a ways out. I'm not allowed to use it anymore. But
I'm sorry, you're not allowed? Who says? Isn't it just a road?
it's a
It
bit more
was very
complicated than that.
How did you
How
get
much-
here if you didn't come through the mirror?
Well, I travel a lot through the deep roads. I went through one of the mirrors once, but then when everything else was going on and I decided what I was going to be doing and she decided what she was going to be doing and we decided to part ways for a bit, but I promised I would see her again once I fixed this calling shenanigans. I want to see her again. I want to see my son again. But
Who is this? She is it? Is that a nice elf lady that let us in?
no, it's her name's Morrigan.
Oh, that's a nice name.
Yeah, right. She's a bit of a bitch, but I love her. Maybe because she's a bit of a bitch.
Yeah.
She's
I'll get that.
She's the most fantastic woman I've ever met in my life.
Oh, that's so romantic.
And well, I haven't been able to see her or my son in years now. Last I heard, she was with the Inquisition for a bit, but I still haven't been able to. I don't want to go back until I've got this fixed, and I know I can spend the rest of my life with them.
Well, it sounds like.
I'm gonna give him another tiny cake.
He just shoves it in his mouth. It's like, I'm not crying.
That is why I give you cake. For very proud you not cry.
You're a good man.
Does she know you're here? Or
Well,
does
no.
she think that you're, dead?
I'm pretty sure she knows I'm not dead.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Perhaps you can ask the divine to locate your lady love.
Why would the divine?
She knows many things.
Wait, she died at the conclave thing. That's why the whole link. Who's the divine these days?
It's
Liliana.
Liliana,
Big.
right?
Yes.
Out of character, it's Liliana, right?
Yeah, it's her.
Okay, yeah.
No fucking way! Liliana's the divine.
Hmm?
Damn, God, did well for herself.
Doing a
thought she was-
fantastic job.
I thought she was right crazy when I met her first time, but that's fantastic. Good for her.
Yeah, so
Well, maybe I will. Maybe I'll get in touch with her. I mean, like, can't really. Got to keep it all on the hush hush, and got to have someone up stone mess.
would you like to perhaps write her a letter? I happen to have up the supplies for that. I can deliver it
So-
personally.
You're a butler who can deliver a letter personally to the divine.
Yes, I absolutely can.
Whose butler are you? Wait.
Miss D'Argent, I'm currently in her service, although this little jaunt was without her permission, so I do hope I'm still employed.
It's something you're not saying, but if you don't want to say, you don't have to. All right. Right,
Oh.
so I can get you to the surface, or I can get you to a mirror, or get you to a mirror on the surface. Any way you want, honestly.
Should probably.
Valika, what do you think about using the mirror? Does that feel like a good idea?
Okay.
It wasn't working last time. I tried it.
I can't guarantee you'll be able to get in, but we can at least try it, and then it's a little bit of a. You can check on your nice elf lass.
Yeah, that sounds like
Wait.
a good idea.
Yes, we can
'Cause
go back
she's-
into mirror.
Probably.
Out of character, has anyone mentioned her name?
No, I
Okay.
haven't.
I don't think Ellen knows it.
If the warden asks the name, like Draff will, of
Mhm.
course, say, but she hasn't
You
said it.
yeah. So I could if you can get in the mirror, you can always check on your elf lass who went missing. 'Cause,
Yeah, she's probably wondering like where we are because we were supposed to go back through the mirror and then it was closed.
The assumption is that something happened to her, and that's why the mirror was closed. So,
that's
do
not
we
good.
want to go look for her, or are we just going to assume she's dead and just take a nice horseback ride back to the Inquisitor?
Oh,
Maybe we
I
should
mean-
check on her. She helped us.
Meryl was really, really quite nice. I'd like to go help if we can. If she's in trouble.
Meryl.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
How do you lot know so many of my people? She's from my clan.
Draff just sort of shrugs.
That's just
small
You meet
world.
people.
Small world. Do you perhaps want to go with us to
Um,
look for Meryl? We could use another powerful warrior, and you've been down here quite a while.
Well, Mess couldn't go, and
What?
Why
Why?
Is the whole
That place is not going to suffer him to stay.
He's perfectly lovely.
Oh, he is. I agree, but it's a bit picky.
Well, I can see why we abandoned
Yes.
those roads. They seem awfully
people
inconvenient.
have people have trouble with yelling, and I give them cake. Messenger does not give cake. You would have double trouble.
Well, Mess, maybe that's your intro from now on. Is just hand them all some cake. Who could?
Give me a piece of paper.
Are you going
We're
to
gonna
give me
make
the
that-
recipe? Oh, that's so
I'm gonna
kind.
he's gonna do a rubbing of one of the recipes on the inside of his shield to give the messenger. Now you can make your own cake.
Wonderful.
Messenger takes his like. This is. I can't read.
Oh, okay. Hey, different recipe. This one is picture.
This is
It's first recipe.
this is
first
this
cake
is
recipe.
nicest thing ever happened. This is nicest. He like does a
We
bunch of
friends now.
vows. Ah!
We envision them doing like the holding each other's hands and jumping up and down. Like, we are friends now!
Wonderful.
Love that.
So, getting back to the whole mirror thing, much as though I would absolutely love charging to Miss Merrill's rescue, I have a simple worry that we might get stuck in the mirror, considering she was the one that knew how to use them. And if we can get through but not back, that would be
I'll
something.
try
of a
it.
problem.
I'll try it. Because I.
If you can open the mirror, then perhaps you can also open it from the inside. But
Well, Morrigan,
I'll try.
She says that all the mirrors are all have different. Well, they can have different keys. Sometimes it's power, sometimes it's knowledge.
You've poked many with a fork. That has not worked so far.
It could be that.
I'll try.
One of them could be that.
Okay.
I say keep trying.
All right.
how are we supposed to figure out what the key to every door is?
I mean, worst
Well,
case scenario.
this one was power, I think.
Mhm.
Morrigan said it wasn't particularly. I mean, I'm not a mage. I can't do magic. That's why I
We
can't
do have
use it.
2 mages right here. It's probably plenty.
Well, I think it's worth a shot then.
Yeah, and like worst case scenario, we get in there, we can't figure out how to open it. We run into that wolf person, and they don't like us there, so they kick us out.
Wolf person. You talk about werewolves.
And he's
No.
talking about Solus.
Oh right,
Really,
that was the
really,
name.
Miss Drafford, referring to him as a wolf or some sort of god that just lends him more stature and power. He's just a guy.
God.
Simple
Wolf?
man who
Wolf.
goes to sleep and uses the toilet.
I couldn't remember his name, and just calling him the arsehole didn't seem like it was very, specific. Could be a lot of people.
You were going for his fancy god name, Fenharel.
Yeah, that one.
Pompous.
Whatever.
He's fancier name.
I think if you
To be fair.
like say any more surprising people, I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack. Fenharel.
Wait.
That's what the Inquisitor said.
Fen.
Though
Fucking
they do
Harel.
seem a bit unstable, the Inquisitor. I'm not
Oh,
one
they
to
were
point fingers at
fine.
important people, but
Do you know Craig the horse?
Craig the horse. No, that doesn't. He
Oh,
sounds
okay.
lovely.
Then we're good.
All right, all right.
We're fine then.
Okay.
Alan, who's that?
He's my horse. I named him Craig.
Your horse who was still in whatever that town's name was.
Yes.
You have a horse? I love
Yes.
horses.
His name is Craig.
well, if
He's
you
very
love
nice.
horses, perhaps we should opt for riding our horses all the way back to Olay.
But we need to
I
go
don't
through
know
mirror to get where horse is. I don't want any horse. I want my Craig. He's
The
a good
mirror
horse.
I-
is
I
just a
don't
big
think I have
risk,
a
is all.
Horse?
Craig is a very big horse.
Oh,
You
we'll
can
just,
ride, you
we'll
can
just,
ride on
we'll just
Craig.
get you a horse. Once we get to the surface, there's horses everywhere.
And mess in the side is like, I saw a horse once. It was
Me
great.
too.
I love Messenger. Yeah, Draff is just sort of.
Alan has found his intellectual equal.
It's a dark spot.
Yeah.
Draff is just like slowly getting not like angry annoyed, but just mildly annoyed at Jade, like going like, "Hey, or we could just go home." And eventually, I think
That's my role in the story.
Player
Let's
loves
be a
it.
little more evil.
Draft
Fuck
is getting
people.
annoyed. So finally, when everybody seems on board with going to help Meryl, and Jade is still going like, or we could just go home. Draft just turns to looks at him and goes, I could recruit you, like conscript you.
Please don't. I have so many people to serve already. A whole nother order that just seems a bit much.
I think this one overrides all the other ones, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit.
a little bit.
Is if I
I'm
am
such a
understanding
loyal
correctly.
servant. That would be dreadful.
Yes.
Please don't.
Well, then
Oh, you
please,
don't get to choose if you're a Grey Warden or not. That
sometimes.
doesn't seem fair.
Did
you choose to?
Yeah, that was my choice.
Some people do volunteer.
Mages especially, because well, the alternative at
It's
the
a
time.
bit. It's a bit more freedom.
Mm-hmm.
A bit.
Please don't make me one.
No, you're fine. I'm just. She sort of leans in conspiratorially away from Jade, like, it's called extortion.
Oh, okay.
Blackmail.
So, how do you feel about coming on this mission to rescue Meryl, Jade?
I would
He's
be
coming
delighted.
with us.
Yes.
Thrilled
Before
to
we
hear
do,
it.
though, Messenger, do you plan on staying here in the deep roads with the hero of Ferelden? Is that what you want to do?
And Messenger's like, want to do. Warden friend,
Yes.
surface.
You
People
don't
are
want to
not.
go to the surface?
Yes, surface nice, but
Hmm.
people
They hit you with bricks.
and scream.
Yes.
That's just because you don't have the right friends. Yeah, I'm sure that the warden could take you to the right friends, like my mistress, and then you would have a completely different life of luxury and soft beds, all the food you can eat. And maybe you could just live a life where you would entertain people by dancing or something. I don't know.
But why?
Well, you're
Yes,
something of a
I've-
curiosity. People would love to meet you, that's all. You're interesting.
No, only Warden. Well, and you, friends, have loved to meet.
Well, they assume that you are one of the other Darkspawn. They don't know. They don't know the difference. But if people did know the difference, then they could feel safer in talking to you, and then they would like to be your friend.
And
Just,
like
something to think about.
Messenger looks to the Warden and kind of goes,
For when the
Could-
warden eventually does rejoin life up on the surface, you can come with and join high society.
And we can be a roommate.
Exactly.
What
Two
roommate?
peas in a pod.
Is where we both have a house and we both live in house. And we are friends in house.
And a Messenger looks to the Warden like, I could live in house.
Absolutely. The biggest one you want. That would
I
just
like-
be some small favors to be returned instead. But it's really no consequence. Big house, yes.
Big house. And the Warden kind of like looks at you like, well, before any of that mess, you want where we gotta solve the culling, right? And he's like, yes, save more Darkspawn. No more. No more. No.
Brain
Oh,
hurty.
No.
Brain
we'll-
hurty, wake up, no member.
Will
Yeah.
No.
curing the calling also cure all the darkspawn? Is that what's going on?
There is.
Will that
there
turn
is
all the
voices.
others into him?
They sleep. They sleep and dream and call, and we must go. We must hurt people.
That does sound very important. Hold
No.
the draft. You sure you don't want to help out with this?
Alan is very slowly,
Seems
very
important.
carefully going to wander over and give Messenger a hug because he completely understands everything
Yes.
that Messenger's talking about right now.
And
Well,
Galen
Good
knows.
luck with your quest,
Ellen knows.
messenger, and keep your spirits high and your dreams alive.
and make cake.
Yes. Lots of cake ingredients on the surface.
And the warden has stayed like really quiet and is kind of watching you this whole time. It's like, well, we should probably eat and rest, and then I can we can head out after a bit.
Ah,
more
yes, I'll
sleep."
whip us up a meal.
And he like brings you some ingredients. They're really rudimentary stuff.
Unless you would like to cook, of course, Mr. Moraz. Far be it from me to stand
do-
between a craftsman and their craft.
Well, I don't really
Still,
have
why
any.
the cake? I just
Okay,
make cake.
I'll do it then. It's really no trouble.
Well,
and I'll
could probably
do my-
do bread, but I do
Is
not
there
see
like a
making bread.
cooking? Is there a cooking skill?
I'm a butler. I have to be able to do this.
There was a crafting skill, so there might be cooking.
I'm just kind of curious now.
I have to rebuild my character now to be able to cook.
Yes,
Damn
you
it.
have to have focused cookery.
Focus
Yeah, there goes my
cookery.
self-discipline skill.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think there is.
No,
a
of course it
cooking
means
skill.
I need to give up, like, I guess the cune for cooking.
So there's
for
there's
baking.
brewing. There's a brewing skill.
I'll get that one next.
For that
You can make
side quest
beer?
to make ale.
Next, the party will be drunk all the time.
Yeah. It'll cure whatever ails you.
I mean,
I will
we're
allow
Ah.
you as a butler to make a hearty meal out of the rudimentary things he has there.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult. Like, he's not a cook, but he can cook.
Yeah,
as far as the party being drunk all the time, we're already like a quarter of the way there.
you certainly act like it.
If you think Draft
Hey,
is sober,
I am not.
I
am
have
not
news for you.
I'm not drunk. I'm just stupid.
The drafts are like, I'm not stupid, I'm just drunk.
I'm really enjoying trying to derail the story.
Works for me.
Good
He's
times.
odd. It's weird how much alcohol boat drinks. I would not have thought that. Perhaps he's fuel. Maybe he's fuel for a boat.
Yeah, we're
That's
gonna
what
go with
floats
that.
the
Boat fuel.
Booze.
Boat fuel. Do not drink the boat fuel.
Okay,
It's for
okay.
boats.
Okay, all right. So we'll
Yeah,
have a
concentrate. Get back.
Uh,
All right. Meal cooked, served. I
So
apologize
anything-
for the lack of utensils and napkins and all that. I only have a few, and I'll make sure that the warden has those. And I think I'll give the other set to Velika.
Thank you, Jade.
You're most welcome.
This is
Everybody else has
delicious.
just bowls of. Is it like stew or something?
I don't know what he
Mm.
has. Probably.
Yeah,
Probably stew. Stew's easy to make.
it also will stretch ingredients further.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if anybody wants to have any like conversations during meals / before sleeping, we'll probably go on a break once we go on a break in the game.
So once we're, not in this mirror thing, where are we going? Like, is it a city or where are we going?
Back to Olay, I assume.
Uh,
Do you not remember what Olay is?
well, they always said don't go into the city, so I'm just
Well, Olay is a city, but it's a city of grand culture and luxury. And as I will be able to vouch for you, you'll be just fine.
They have very good cake.
so they're not going to try and capture me and make me a slave, because that's what.
No.
no,
There is no slavery in
no.
Olay.
No, in besides, I tell you,
You will
I
be
make sure
paid
that
for
not
everything
happen.
you do. Yes.
I will make sure that not happen. As I am apparently very good at making things dead.
I'll give Velika a gold coin, or whatever the coin of the land is. Yeah,
Yeah.
just like consider this an advance on your salary for the work you're doing.
What did I do?
Well,
What's this
you're
for?
currently doing it. You're helping us all on this quest. You're working for the Inquisitor. This will
Oh.
eventually get you paid. Consider this an advance, just to put you at ease that you're not, being taken advantage of.
Okay. Thanks. And then she just kind of puts it in a dress.
Nice.
So you amnesia, forgot.
Yeah, I can't remember much.
That's rough. I mean, if you're talking
Yeah.
about slaves in cities, that's probably to Winter, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we weren't in the city. We were in the woods in a cabin, and they always said, just hide. Make sure no one finds you.
Who's they?
The other two elves I was with.
All right,
I
then.
can't remember their names.
I'm sure you'll remember it eventually.
I hope so. I mean, I know I know I can do magic. I know that. I don't know how I know it, but I know that. But
You're good magic.
everything
too.
else, and I only know my name, if it is my name, is because of this. And she holds up her
Bracers.
bracelets that say Velicon.
Well, that sounds
And
pretty
I
rough.
remember these people. They've been so kind to me.
Well, you
I
got
came
some...
just barreling through this mirror, and I don't know how.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, you got some good friends, so
Yeah.
you're gonna be okay. I got a good feeling you're gonna be okay. Okay, Mess and I can keep watch if you guys want to have a little nap.
That would be very kind. Perhaps you can work on the letter in the meantime.
Oh yeah, right. Letter for...
Sleep would be nice.
So he kind of sets up watch between him and Mess and sets out like a big old tarp for you all to sleep on.
Yeah, Draft just
Alan's gonna offer.
just sort of like sets the plate or bowl or whatever it is down, goes over to the tarp, pulls the oar out, sets it down, sort of flops down next to it, puts the tricorn hat over her face, and is immediately asleep.
I forget that Draft has a tricorn hat
Yeah.
this whole time.
Fashion.
Alan's gonna offer Velica his shield to use as like a blanket or just general not get hit with things, and then he's probably just gonna pass out.
Okay. Well, she kind
That's
of awkwardly holds this shield, and then
It's
she
like-
plasters herself
Hmm.
right on Jade's side, and then kind of.
I'll try to go to sleep.
Good luck, everyone.
Yeah. Think about a lot of stuff.
That's not ominous at all. Good luck.
Consider fleeing.
You wouldn't. I mean, he could try if he wants the deep roads.
Yeah, not a good idea.
That's definitely a you could certainly try
Yeah.
a moment.
You may do whatever you wish to attempt.
Yeah, so that's you go over your options and you're like, all of these are bad. Oh well, and then I fall asleep.
Hooray!
Hooray! It's not a video game until all of your options are bad. And so we'll take a little break while everyone has a nap.
Awesome.
Break.
I assume we get our health and mana back.
Yes.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Warden Commander Mahariel will make sure that you sleep long enough to feel well rested.
Awesome.
I forgot to check if anyone was infected with darkspawn blood.
Well, you did wipe your own face off.
I'm fine. I wasn't even injured in that fight. So
I was injured a lot.
I
you're
was
probably
hurt.
dead.
So much
but-
injury.
we'll
I
deal
was-
with that next episode.
When Alan becomes a darkspawn.
I'm all for this. Particularly
At
since
that point, we're all dead. At that
well,
point,
particularly if Messenger could turn me into a talking darkspawn, I am all in.
An
No,
ogre, an intelligent
ogre Kunana. Yes.
Oh,
What if
I
the
am
transformation
so-
made him smarter?
that would be really funny.
But still cake obsessed. Like
I'm
it's
kind of-
to build giant darkspawn.
Because like some
Giant
darkspawn, it
darkspawn
seems
ovens.
when they become intelligent, remember their past. But I'm playing with Messenger that he's like a totally fresh slate, which is why he's kind of childlike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I remember that too. There's a lot of back and forth on that one.
Yeah, because Mother, for example, remembered her past and remembered being turned into a brood mother,
Mhm.
and that's what made her kind of
crazy.
go off.
Yeah.
Whereas some don't. So
Interesting.
Anywho, break.
Yeah,
Break.
we'll be back in 15 minutes, so go grab snacks, drinks, all that good stuff, and we'll be right back.
Thanks for watching.
Hey, and we are back. And
Hello.
rested.
So everybody has their health and mana back. And my brain just did a shutdown. So let's reboot that. Give me just a little.
Do 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 do.
Should down a shot to fix the shutdown. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Just
enjoying
basic
this
science.
floaty hand. Okay.
So
all right.
your mage hand. Oh wait, that's wrong. Wrong game.
Yeah.
Your arcane hand.
Yeah, you.
Is it all just called arcade hand?
I was about to say arcane appendage, and I was like, no, that sounds horrible.
Arcade touch?
And we're
Oh,
off the
that's-
rails.
That's kind of as bad as arcane
Yeah.
appendage.
I was like, what's another name for a hand? It's your appendage, right?
Arcane
This is
healer.
not what the people come to see. This is
Limb
not what the people come to see.
Let's go.
Is this not what the people come to see? Is us?
I don't know.
So
oh,
you all
God.
wake feeling whatever level of rest did you feel is appropriate for having slept on a tarp in the deep roads?
Mm.
Ugh, why would people choose this life? It's awful.
Mm.
Well, we're awake.
Mess comes
Oh.
over. Is like, yay!
Did- did-
Morning,
didn't-
good.
didn't-
Morning, good.
did- Yes, it's wonderful. Did anything happen while we were asleep?
Nope,
Good.
no dark spawn.
Good. I
Draft
just like
No.
start to fix all the
Uh.
creases and fix my hair and things like that.
And Mess kind of like looks up.
Oh.
He's like, old god already gone from this area.
What's gone?
He's good. He's good.
Yeah.
Old god.
Old god already woke and dead
Mm.
because Navara has had a blight.
Well, that's good then.
Not as many of my people. Anyway, I get warden, and he like runs off.
Yeah, that's okay.
He is my friend.
I wish you guys could be pen pals or something.
I don't think either of us. Well, I mean, I can write recipes.
Just write them pictograph letters.
Yes,
Aw.
that's happening. That is
So
happening.
now we just need to completely change our quest to establish a postal system through the Illuvians, just so Alan and Messenger can be
We
pen
become
pals.
post.
That's
post
the
people.
game now.
Yeah,
I
we're
am-
postal workers.
Whatever the
I'm
other
all
party
in
is
on
doing,
this.
good luck with that. We have our own
Yeah,
goals
we're-
now.
yeah,
we're now the Thetis
No.
Postal Service.
Yes.
yes. And all because Alan and Messenger are adorable.
Yep.
Yes.
What greater motivator is there than cuteness?
Money, of course.
Well, you have
And
to pay
I
for the
also
stamps,
fix
it's
everyone
fine.
else's appearance.
Hmm?
Maybe not Drafford's, 'cause I don't think she'll let him, but
Yeah.
he'll give it a go.
Draft just like picks up the tricord hat a little bit and literally growls at Jade.
I mean, if you want to,
Ow! You're pulling my hair.
I'll have you know I have a very delicate touch, but I will be even more delicate.
Okay. Don't,
You should
don't-
use feather.
Yes,
Or
it's
tiny
not, there's
cake.
nothing wrong with your hair. It's just it seems like it's been a while.
And I suppose that probably everyone except for Jade at this point does have some like blood still dried on their face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And clothes and stuff.
I would have fixed some of
imagine-
that, but
I imagine there's just
Yeah.
like an inch deep, like coating all over Alan after
Oh.
killing the ogre.
Draft
Stabbed
has
right through the
Alright,
heart.
yeah, I'll take more time to fix all that.
Yeah.
Draft has like war paint kind of blood, like just streaks across her cheeks because she didn't like wash her face. She just took the back of her hand and like rubbed her cheeks. Yeah.
Mm.
There is a bucket of
Maybe
what
should
looks
have
like
done this
fresh
last time.
water that has been left that was not there before, presumably left for you by the warden. For you
We
guys
should
to
really
kind of-
drink this before it gets all dirty with blood. So everybody gets a glass of water, and then it's like, all right, butler powers activate.
I like that Jade's like purpose is keeping everyone looking good.
It used to be incredibly important.
Maybe it will be again.
Like, yeah, right. 2 days ago, it was the height of importance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
Then you were given to Alan.
Yeah.
you've been the sacrificial lamb given to Alan.
Here's this bunny. Please don't have mice and men this.
Ooh. So a messenger comes back with the warden, who sees you all looking a little bit more clean up. It's like, ah, good, you lot look a little bit more rested, eh?
Yeah. Good sleep.
Alright, and well, let's move out.
Did you finish
kinda-
that letter, sir?
Right. And he kind of like pulls it out of his armor and is like, don't read
Would
it.
you like me to check the spelling? Is that what's
No,
going on?
Don't read it. It's private.
Of course. Of course.
And so he kind of pulls together his camp. He leaves a few things behind, but like pulls together a lot of stuff and is like, all right, well, we ready?
I think so.
Fantastic. And lead you guys back out into the main deep roads. As you're kind of traveling, he's like, we're gonna have to find a Tig. And that's kind of the way up from there.
A what?
Tig. It's like a dwarf city.
Oh,
Are they friendly?
there's dwarves here?
No, no. God,
The-
no, they've been abandoned for ages.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
That's unfortunate.
The Darkspawn kind of pushed him out.
Mhm.
Now they're really the only there's only the two cities left.
Yeah, abandoned cities do have lots of things
Spiders mostly.
left lying about that too, but things that Jade might be interested in.
Yes, ancient
Like
relic.
what?
Oh, you mean Luton?
Yeah,
Well,
he's big on that.
one man's loot is another man's treasure.
Well, we can definitely take a little short stop. I don't really care. I'm not a dwarf.
Well, you are vastly more wealthy than the rest of us.
I thought you got paid a lot, Jade.
I get paid all right. I reinvest in the community, you understand. So I give all my money away to the poor.
Draft is like desperately trying to not bust out laughing. So she's just walking along and just
In reality,
sorry.
his mattress is just full of cash.
allergies.
It's just lined with money.
Just because he
yeah.
likes sleeping on money. It's no
Yeah.
other reason. Not even saving. He
That's
just
the
likes
life.
sleeping on money. Yeah.
He likes feeling
Like Scrooge
financially
McDuck and
superior.
that- Scrooge McDucket.
All those coins have sort of like a waterbed quality to it.
Terrible.
Life is like
basically
a
Smaug.
hurricane.
Oh, but yeah. Draft's just following along.
Mhm.
There are
Very
no further
kind of you, Miss
incidents.
Drafford, to guide us towards some extra income. Especially going to be good for Miss Velica, who has not only the one coin to her name.
All right, no need to rub it in.
I'm just saying that will soon change, and that's good.
So you
Money
Should
is
I-
power.
But it's not mine.
Well, it will be soon. You can spend it on whatever you would desire. Food, clothes, housing, a horse.
Can I get
Whatever
my
you can
memory
think of.
back?
Perhaps that too is for sale. We can find some circle of magi somewhere that's still around, and perhaps they'll know.
I don't. But isn't it stealing?
well, they've been dead
You
for
can't
ages.
steal from the dead.
It's
Did you
kind of
throw-
stealing, but it's like
But
the least kind of stealing.
but They did.
Yeah. And like
It's like
You-
they have these in the big fancy places in the cities. They have these things where like if you abandon something for a certain amount of time, then it's just no bodies.
Exactly. If their
Oh.
descendants
Finders
would
keepers
wanted
rules.
this, they would have come and get it by now.
Yeah.
guess.
Salvage.
no, they definitely want it back. Like this is their history.
Well, they've got
Which
one more
that's-
chance.
that's who you can sell it
3,
to.
2. No, all right then. Guess it's all ours.
You don't encounter any darkspawn on your way, and eventually
Do we encounter any dwarves who are like, yeah, we're here now
We've come back.
for
We've
our
arrived.
heritage.
we would
Thanks
like,
for killing all those darkspawn for us.
That
Like
belongs
nothing.
in the museum.
Indiana
Are all
Dwarf.
dwarves Scottish now?
Yes,
And they're also
should
all
be.
Indiana Jones, apparently.
Yeah.
they're doing archaeology.
That's
It's just
belongs
great,
in the
Robin.
museum. So do you.
Oh
okay.
god.
So up ahead, you see that the road, as large as it already is, opens up even further, and there seem to be buildings and stuff, all falling apart. There's spider webs everywhere. Presumably, there's a
Oh.
bunch of spiders somewhere. He did mention that.
You
Uh,
weren't kidding about the spiders, are there?
Yeah, well,
Quite dreadful.
they like to live underground, and they get really big. So I'd keep an ear out and an eye out.
I'd always been
The nose
told
out.
dwarven craftsmanship was so sturdy, but like all of this and all the roads too, they're all falling apart.
Well, I mean, like you'd probably fall apart too if you were attacked by darkspawn constantly.
That is a fair point, sir. I concede.
So who would like to do some looting?
I would.
I guess Velika's been convinced.
You're gonna teach her terrible morals.
Yeah. You can carry the loot. How's that?
No.
Like all the coins, just like, huh.
Traff very much has a if it's not bolted down, and I'm able to take it, then
It's mine now.
Then it's mine now.
I think Velika would take a little bit, like a pouch of coins, and then be like, okay, I'll take that.
All right, I'm done now.
How about this nice tiara, though? Hmm? Won't that look pretty?
I mean, it is really pretty.
It
Yes.
look good on you because you're also pretty, and pretty things should be near pretty things.
Oh,
I think.
thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Anyone who wants to do some looting can do a perception searching check, and we'll see how much stuff you get.
Do I now have a tiara? Is that now canon?
If we roll anywhere near good, a 15 is, that's what I
Yeah.
find, and I put it on your head.
That's
I got
that's
a,
Okay.
lovely.
I got a 12.
I also got a 12.
I got a 14.
We're not going to do like traditional money stuffs because that's a lot of math.
Yeah, we find an amount of money and a tiara.
I'll say that like with the 12 with Raven and Alan, I'll give you each like 2 resources, and then the 14 and 15 can have 3 once you are able to sell them in the overland,
Okay.
Oop, oop.
Sweet.
which can be exchanged for other things like better armor.
Yeah.
Ow.
I would like some better armor because I can wear it now.
There should be a
Where's my inventory?
I put it in character notes.
yeah, so there is, I believe if you go
Okey-doke.
The little equipment section at the very bottom of the first page too.
I'm being laughed about.
Do I get any coinage apart from my tiara?
Sorry?
I think that's what the resources are.
Yeah, so we're just gonna do it as like general resources. Like this
Okay,
is going to buy
so-
you
It'll-
an amount of things, and
So
I
get
will
what?
keep it in
one
mind.
resource, or just you?
Was it 3 that you said?
Yeah,
3.
3 sounds like a lot though to carry.
Yeah, because
Let's
3 is
do it
my
1 and
max.
2.
1.
1 for the 12s and 2 for the 14 and 15s.
What? Get 2 then?
Yes, you get 2.
So we get 2? Okay.
Yes.
And that's
And I can carry whoever's.
That's kind of you.
Oh, what he do?
I'm sure you all
That's
are
very kind, but
distinguishing.
I'll carry it myself.
Yeah.
You know, we all have to carry our own weight.
Saying I roll I get like a +6 on might rolls, which I think this might count as.
Just checking. I don't see anything that's like red and glowing and whispery, do I?
No.
All right,
No,
cool.
there's no red lyrium here.
Just checking.
Just the tiara. The red matches your hair.
Oh my god, a red lyrium tiara would be terrifying.
Wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Can the tiara be like blue or green? Because that's my dress.
What kind of things would each of you prioritize looking for in like a dwarven city that you think would be worth the most?
Worth the well, okay, yeah, because worth the most and what Alan's going to be looking for are two radically
all right.
different things.
Yeah.
What does Alan look for?
He's going to be looking for shields, swords, and utensils and baking utensils.
You're just gonna be an arsenal.
Yeah.
Draft.
So make cakes.
Heck yeah. Draft's looking for like enchantment things like rings or necklaces or things like that can help her because she doesn't wear armor.
Right.
Enchantment.
Yep. I love
I love
Sandal.
Sandal.
Yeah, Yuri
Jinx.
Lowenthal. Great work.
That's Yuri Lowenthal? No way.
As far as I'm aware, that's what my memory says. So
What kind of things would Velica value or look for in here?
I think she's not really looking for anything, but if there's like a little pouch of money, she'd pick that up, or just pretty jewelry. I don't think she would have had like metal jewelry before. She sees like a chain or a ring.
maybe the tiara could count as something that like ends up on your resources sheet, but like we find together
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Well, that's you. The tiara would be something Jade picked out for her. Probably a lot fancier than Relica would pick up.
And what does
Yeah,
Jade
it does
look for?
clash with the outfit, but you know, what you can do.
She's a princess now.
So you're not gonna pick a blue
Yes.
or a green one.
No, the colors match. It's just
Yeah.
like
Clashes, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the dress is too simple.
And what does,
And
what does
Jade would, of
look out-
course, Jade goes for value. So anything I know is valuable, I pick up, regardless of what it is. If I could take it with me, there we go.
I'll like, you can find some things that look like they might be like historically or culturally valuable.
Yeah.
Because he seems like a
Like-
discerning kind of guy.
hmm
All right.
I could like misguess, right? But I'm aiming for the top. There's room for
So
disappointment.
as you're all kind of fanned out, searching for items, you hear all right, how we wrapping this up?
Yes, I think we're good now. That's well done, everyone.
Fantastic.
I even made a little bag for Messenger, so he'll have something to pay with when he gets to the surface.
Messenger is delighted. He's like, I can keep these?
Yes, of course. You can keep anything you find here. And when you
Yes.
get to the surface, you can exchange it all for other things you want. In fact, if angry villagers come to you, you can say, wait, I have money, and that will undoubtedly stop them right in their tracks.
Okay.
I think
I'll try.
that checks out. I think that checks out. I remember having done that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it checks out.
The first time Alan shows up in Orlais and they're like, oh, especially after the Kunari scare at the in trespasser, and they're all just like, oh god, a Kunari, and he's like, wait, I have money.
Wait, here's money.
They
Here's
what?
money.
He just throws the money at
There's
them.
money.
And they go from barring the gates to be our guest.
And that's when he found out about tiny cakes. So the
Mhm.
world was changed.
The trajectory of history as we know it changed.
Yes.
All right, so the warden kind of pulls you all over to one cornery section of the Tig where he like pulls back some like a tarp that he has hidden over a ladder. He's like, all right, we're going up. And the next few hours are a slog of upward motion through caves and tunnels, and it is dark and miserable, and presumably there are sharp rocks trying to cut you all over the place.
Alan will take the back end so that if anybody either starts slipping or needs like a rest, they can just like land on him and he can just keep moving upwards, sort of carry them for a bit.
Cool. I
would
think
like-
we'll have the mages in the middle so they can like do light stuff, and
Yeah.
I assume
then-
I'm the best climber, so I'll go first.
Well, there actually is a climbing focus, so if everybody wants
Is it strength? Because then I
It's
suck
strength.
at it.
I will allow anyone to do either a strength climbing or a constitution stamina to see how we do throughout this whole procedure.
Okay.
Okay.
Using might's not going to apply it specifically climbing.
Yeah, you can make a
Oof.
case for might. I'll allow it.
Sweet. I got a 17.
I feel like maybe if you want, you can try a dexterity acrobatics, maybe. But that seems like it would be very tiring, very fast.
Yeah, I'm not gonna acrobatics my way to the top.
All right.
So you said strength.
These are the
Hey,
kind of
there you
situations
go.
Alan was built for.
Good roll.
All right. Both Jade and Velica, y'all are exhausted.
Yeah.
This is so much
How
more
deep were we?
Well, you don't even know
Is
how
that-
deep you started.
Is the surface even real?
Do I
I thought you said you were good at climbing.
Do I did I get high enough that I can actually like help one of them if they come down, like just carry them up a little bit? Because like I said, with the stamina and constitution and strength, like this is something that Alan's literally built for. And could just like if somebody were to drop down, they could just like stand on his head and he could just take some of the weight as he keeps slowly moving upwards.
I'm imagining Velica piggybacking
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
After a while, I'll be like, help
Yeah.
me.
Your strength was
I do not climb.
pretty good. Can we do like a constitution roll to see how
Yeah.
well you hold up for that?
Okay.
You're doing fantastic.
17.
Yeah, you can totally carry like one of them at a time on your back for little stretches.
Yeah. Just so they're not like completely exhausted.
Totally. Draft, meanwhile, is doing totally fine. Like
Yeah.
winded for sure, but like not like the other two.
I don't know how you commoners do it.
I don't think I've ever climbed anything. Ever.
You did mostly live in a hut, you think.
Yeah, I think.
Draft just looks at Jade and is like, it's a little thing called exercise. Do it pretty regularly. Us commoners.
Well, it's very impressive.
I don't think I was fancy. I don't know.
Oh, well, you
I
are
wasn't
now.
like Jade.
You're moving on up in the world.
Literally.
Started
Oh, I hadn't
from
even
rock
considered
bottom.
that.
All right, so eventually the upward is a little bit less steep, and he kind of brings you out into a slightly more open area. It's like, okay, we're getting pretty close. I don't know what time of day it is, so it might be bright. So just a warning, I guess.
We're not scared of the sun, sir.
You
Are
get
you- are
used to
you?
how dark it is. It can be pretty blinding. That's all I'm saying. A lot
All
of
right.
courteous.
No, I appreciate the concern.
So he leads you further, like it's in a more horizontal, so like very flat tunnel,
Okay.
and eventually he finds you run into a dead end, and he like just starts pulling a rock aside, and light just floods in.
Is there a... Oh, God, that is bright.
Yep.
Is
that's
there a
bright.
reason you closed this off when you went inside?
Well, the vast majority of people do not have the capability to deal with darkspawn, so I didn't want them to be able to get out.
It's not to get people in, it's... All right. Yeah,
It's kind of
makes
both.
sense.
Yeah, on out we go. And he leads you all out into the sun.
Isn't that a thing of beauty?
And he like
Is
takes
this-
a deep breath, like, oh, fresh air.
Is this all A?
No,
I
it's
don't think
Navarro.
so.
Oh, sorry.
No, no
It's a
worries.
different country.
Why would you
He's
know?
confused too. He's okay.
So like Navarra, we are so it's like Navarra, and then Orlay's a little bit down here, and then like Tevinter's up there, and then like and that way's Antiva. If we're looking at it like straight on from a map. Anyway, let me just get my bearings. I haven't been up on the surface in a while. Where the fuck am I?
Do they
The
have slaves
surface.
in Navarra?
No slaves in Navarra. Well,
Okay.
not so much. It's complicated. Kind of old mages are slaves, but and now they're not because the circles were. I heard the circles were kind of disbanded. It's complicated. There's no official slaves. You're safe.
Okay. She looks very concerned.
And
Not, sorry, not very good
Yes.
at this reassuring thing.
We're not even we're not even close to Tevinter. Tevinter's the place with slaves.
yes.
You're going to be fine.
Navarra
Mhm.
kind of is right next.
They will
But
stay
we're
from
like kind of
way.
on this side. Wait, don't worry. That is what I'm saying. We're not going to Tevinter. We're
Yeah.
fine.
If anyone here says like, "Oh, you're a mage, we gotta put you in the circle," bullshit, then we'll just say you're with us, and then
Yes,
They-
you're
they can't-
previously employed.
My my piece of advice would be don't be doing magic too much in front of complete strangers. That's generally a good
I will
way.
do
Hide what you're capable
I
of.
can.
Very, very good advice.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
yeah. I
suppose
remember
so.
someone told me that before. Yeah,
Seems like you had some good people taking care of you.
I think so.
All right.
If
Well,
we
I
could only find any kind of town, that would be
Pretty.
wonderful.
well, do you want to
No.
go to town first? Do you want to do the mirror first? What you feeling?
Which is
Because they're kind of in
closest.
different directions.
Mm.
Well, not like entirely opposite directions. It's just that the mirror is not going to be in town.
well, if we're going to be potentially mounting a rescue, then maybe we should stock up on some supplies and things.
We did run through a few of those, yes.
All right, let's go then. And he just leaves. He just starts walking away.
Oh, that was easy.
Mess is not with you. Mess has stayed behind in the cave.
Oh,
For pretty obvious reasons.
But he does. If we want to do like a goodbye kind of thing, we can go. I will stay at cave because people attack.
No. Yes.
I will never forget, friend.
I will never forget you.
I hope see you again.
Yes. I will make happen. We'll
I will
figure
make-
out.
I will learn to make cake.
Yes, and we will compare cake. It'll be good time.
And then
We'll build fort out of blanket.
Messenger kind of closes the cave back off.
Giraffes
when we
just
get to town, we can purchase a nice cloak and a colourful hat for Messenger. That should also help with the not getting killed business.
Giraffe's just looking back at Alan and Messenger saying goodbye, and then just sort of like turns back and like wiping at whatever eyes, like, ugh, a lot of allergies with all the dust out here and whatnot.
Well, there is an onion patch right there, so that might be it.
Yep, that's it. Absolutely.
So we'll kind of fast forward into town. and allow everyone to
Oh, that
sell
was
off.
quick.
It's so
We're
fast.
here. Hooray. Civilization at last.
Ellen is a
Um,
very good horse.
Alan is very good horse.
Is it a
So-
busy
So-
town or?
It's kind of
what-
it's a smaller one. He's made sure like to bring us to like a smaller, not big. It's not like the capital.
But
See
So
where
what
we
was
are.
the plan?
so many people here.
There are a few, yes.
I mean,
Try not to gawk at them. That makes you stand out.
I'm not used to a lot of people.
Oh.
I think.
Well, I'm sure they're not used to seeing a bunch of elves and a Kunari walking into town.
You are getting some looks.
Hello.
Commander Mahariel has put his helmet back on.
Okay. So
and
yeah.
he's like, I'll stay on the edge of town if you don't mind.
Oh, and is there a warrant
Yeah.
out for your arrest?
No, I just don't really.
Like people?
Yeah, they're fine. I'm just gonna get some more food and then I'll be
Alright.
waiting outside of town.
Did make sense. Did make
So is there anything?
You know,
in
your
particular?
name carries a lot of weight and could open doors for us.
Yeah, that's exactly what I don't want to do.
Well, we'll make do.
Good luck with that then.
We'll be fine. Yeah. I would like to look for things that might be helpful, like rings or necklaces or headbands or things like that might boost certain abilities or skills or things.
So it's a pretty small town, and they don't. When you kind of inquire around, they're like, "Well, there is that one mage. We don't really talk to them much, though. We can go talk to them, I guess."
The Giraffe just looks at all the normal, regular people around. She's like, perfect. Sounds like my kind of person.
Well, let's go see.
All
what
right, well,
kind
good
of
luck.
Mm-hmm.
magic equipment page. Why? All right. Well, I'm gonna be looking for magic equipment.
it could be something that we figure out later too. I'm totally fine with that.
Is there anything else other people would like to do?
Valaka needs a new outfit.
Magic
Yeah, I
equipment,
probably do
320.
need a new outfit.
Yeah, I need, and Alan needs armor. Needs some
Alright.
new armor.
Well,
Full plate, I think.
let's get you some full plate then.
I haven't looked into all that stuff, so I don't know what I need.
Well, we can always save and do like a retrospect. I don't mind doing stuff like that since we're pretty close to the end here anyway.
Yeah.
I'll think about what I want after.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, so we'll get Alan his full plate. They're kind of like, you are the biggest man. I'm not sure we might have to modify some plate to get you in it.
I have many times the modify horse armor. It tends to be faster.
Ah, yeah, all right.
Just
so
save
they,
your steps.
they kind of get to work on that. We're getting Velika some nicer clothes.
Yes.
Yep, some adventuring gear that matches the tiara.
A lot of people eye the
I
tiara
like
like,
that.
is she? Who's she? Is she
You are right to know this, but we're
She's
keeping
a
it on the
dwarven
down low.
princess now.
But she's wearing a
princess?
tiara.
Mhm.
Velika's kind of like liking it, but also like, oh, a lot of people are watching me, so she doesn't really know how to act. She's kind of squirming. Why is everyone staring at me?
Because you're pretty.
Yes.
Also the tiara.
Oh,
Yes.
no one's ever called me
The,
pretty before.
they have not seen a dwarven princess before.
She not actually a dwarf. Yeah, well,
But she had dwarven princess tiara. It's how it works. I don't need to explain politics of princedom to you. Nobility, do I need to explain it? Because I
Perhaps
don't
of-
understand it enough to explain it.
Perhaps we'll find you a nice dwarf to be friends with.
Raven, if you want to take a look at some of the more permanent
Yes.
magic items, those start on page 332.
Ah, okay. I was also trying to find them.
Yeah, I found them eventually. They're very specific things, though, so we can always work something out
Oh.
afterwards.
Interesting. That's very interesting because in the game they're like everywhere. Like oh, this little ring gives you like in the video game.
Yeah. Well, there are things like that. There's like Ring of Shielding, Ring of the Ferryman. Like, there's a ton of stuff.
Okay.
But there's also like the Idukan family shield, and I'm like, who would have that?
Well, a member of the Idukan family, I would presume.
Ryu and Ken have that.
Yes.
Right.
Ah.
So
Oh,
presuming
my
that everyone
goodness.
finds what they want and gets like supplies and stuff.
I don't actually want this staff because it doesn't do a thing that would be beneficial to me, but there's a staff called Hubris, and I kind of want it just so I can be like, curse my hubris!
It's a good name.
He's
That is
shaking
good.
the stick.
Yeah. I miss a spell.
Hubris!
Curse my hubris!
I mean, if you're not making plans based on being able to eventually tell dumb jokes, what are you even doing?
And exactly.
It's true. I would not be playing Alan if that was
Yeah.
the case.
I mean, the premise was a Kunari spy who likes tiny cake.
Yeah.
There's nothing better.
It's true.
That's
Alright.
true.
And then I made him dumb as a box of rocks.
So
Oh.
presumably everyone gets their items.
Yeah.
And then my brain shorts out again. and
But then
can
we
leave.
all get horses and we ride back to all day, right?
Jade, help me pick out.
Horse. What?
Help me pick out something nice. I don't know what's nice.
Well, what specifically are you looking for?
You know, just something to go with this.
Right, well, I'm sure we can figure something out. That looks to be the tailor over there. She looks nice, standing in the doorway. Yes, hello. Coming over to see you.
Hello.
Hi. As you can see, I have very important company here, and she requires
Hi.
a new outfit for travel.
Of course. Yes, come in.
As we don't want to look the fool when we eventually arrive in Orlais.
How did you do Olay? Oh, yes, they have the most
Oh.
wonderful fashion.
Indeed, we do. So, do you have anything that would suit a lady of her pedigree?
Well, are you going to be like, and she kind of goes into the options like, do you want something that's going to be bulky? Because a lot of Orlesian fancy wear is very cumbersome.
Let's go with practical first, and then we'll add some flourishes.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, that.
Tell me about what do you want to look like? Tell me about your colors, the themes.
Velika's gonna look completely like no fucking idea and just like nudge Jade and go, I don't know. You
All right, but
Yes,
Anina, what do
choose.
you
I'll
want
guide
to
it
look like?
in a direction towards it being good. Because fashion is another thing he would know.
All right,
Yeah.
we get like
True.
a very practical, but also very pretty with lots of little embroidery details. Maybe like gold thread embroidery. What kind of color are you thinking, Anina?
Green and gold?
I really like that teal that she's wearing now.
yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, teal. Let's go for teal. Teal will go with red hair.
And then just a nice, sturdy,
Yes.
like
Like
black
leather.
cloak.
Black
Color.
would be a bit sinister, I think.
A
Yeah.
little bit. All right. That's
Grey?
fair.
Grey?
Yeah.
Like a nice light
No,
grey.
yes,
I
very
think that
modest. I like it.
Might be like a Grey Warden thing, though.
Oh yeah.
They don't own
well,
the
they wear
color
blue.
gray.
They wear blue a lot.
silver. Not more silvery.
A
that
silver
still too
cloak. We're
grey?
not that rich.
Oh, sorry. What goes with teal? The color that goes with teal.
Can't think.
Amethyst color. I like those.
We will get a color that matches. You can decide this later if you want to.
Lilac. I like that.
I think I'll try to nudge you towards green so that we won't stand out too
Okay,
much
great.
whilst in
Yeah.
the woods.
Yeah, great. Team and blue.
Alrighty. This is more time than I expected to be spent on fashion. But I love it. So Alan, I presume you go to pick up they kind of makeshift some armor that'll fit you.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's definitely serviceable.
Excellent.
Draft gets whatever a draft wants. You get to meet a wonderfully quirky mage. They are absolutely pleased to get to see another mage around. They're like, oh god, these people are so they'll come to me for their cures, for illnesses, but then they don't want to deal with me any other time, and they pretend like they never bought anything from me, and it's
Pisses me off. Makes me want to go abomination.
it's more like I just wanted to live somewhere quiet, so I'm staying, and I'll do what I can for them. But it's something else sometimes.
Yeah, Draft goes on, probably on and on about how, yeah, like when there's a problem, it's the mage's fault. When the problem needs to be solved, all the mages will fix it.
You make a good friend in this random Navaran village.
I love that. The Ring of the Ferryman looks really good. I'm assuming it would probably need to be not literally that ring, and I'm cool if we need to like adjust the bonuses and stuff, but something like that would be cool.
Okay, well, we can talk about that after.
Okay.
Cool. So if everybody wants to meet back up and go back to our warden friend,
Yeah.
Yes. Well, what do we think? Pretty good.
unveiling of Velika's new look.
Yeah.
He's very pretty.
Yeah.
If
Thank you. I like it. I think it's the nicest thing I've ever had.
you arrive all
Good.
back.
You deserve nice thing.
It's true, she does. We arrive all back with the warden. He goes, "Oh, good. We done? We ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Fantastic. Follow me out this way." And he just kind of walks off again. This time he heads kind of a little bit back in the direction of the cave, but then turns off into a forest. He's like, "We're looking for some elven ruins." I mean, they're elf artifacts, of course. They're mostly in elven ruins.
Yeah, that makes
Um,
sense.
Mhm.
This place should be pretty cleared out. I haven't been in a while, so hopefully there haven't been more spiders moving in. But maybe. There were ghosts for a bit, but I got rid of them. We had a little chat.
As one does.
Ghosts.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Alright.
projections of ancient elven wrath. They like me well enough.
Mm.
All right, well, that's good.
More
Yeah.
elf.
I don't know what our people were thinking in the past. Ghosts, weird roads that don't work.
Sorry?
You know,
I'm sure they worked at the time, Jay.
ancient elven stuff seems to not work out a lot. Be very
Because it's-
dangerous.
Because it's
Yeah.
ancient.
That's not
That
like,
reason we don't do that stuff anymore.
mostly because, the humans would kill us if we did.
Yeah.
Right. And as you go further and further into the forest, it starts to get like almost mystical feeling, dark. There's like little fire lights in the air. And eventually you come upon these decrepit looking ruins. They are overgrown, and just absolutely falling apart. And he just kind of walks right into them.
Love that.
And he leads you down through some passages. There are some spiders that are easily dispatched, until he comes into what seems to be like the very bottom room. And it's standing in between two pillars is a cracked, but more or less physically whole Alluvian.
Nice.
I do notice it has a crack. Was that always there?
Yeah, it's kind of always there. It was a bit,
Oh.
it should be fine. I mean, like, I came through it just fine, so.
Yes, you seem completely intact.
I'm happy to try
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah. Give it a go.
Do be careful, though. With the crack, you never know.
And she goes and
Wait,
touches it.
poke with fork first. Ding,
Oh.
ding, ding. Well, this one the Grey Warden told him to, so he feels
Yeah.
fully justified in the
The
casting
goes,
with a
"No!"
kunari with a fork. Kunari with a fork. Dink, dink.
Velika, if you want to do a magic roll.
Yes. Magic.
Excuse me.
Ooh, stunt points.
Ooh.
All right, so it will respond to you. Is there any kind of
Yes.
flourish or thing on top of it just regularly responding that you would like to happen?
Well, it flashes with fire.
Ooh.
Does that touch it? Because primal magic.
So Velika puts her hands on the mirror, and almost spreading out from her hands is this flash of fire that kind of briefly blinds you all. It's actually a little bit similar to when she exploded into the cave with you the first time, but a little bit less bright. And then the mirror beneath her touch is glowing gently, the same way that it was when you know that they're working normally.
Well done. Seems to have
Right,
worked.
and we get to go back in there. Good job, Cake Lady. Very good.
Yes.
Very good at job. Pretty good at job. You are two threat.
She looks very, quite proud of herself now. Just there, like, did it?
Well, I hope you can find Meryl and help her out.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And,
That would be nice.
Tell her
Just
that
have
I-
to go back into the mirror world.
You tell her I said hi. And he like kind of claps
We
Alan
absolutely can.
on the shoulders, like, "This can be okay, mate. Hopefully you don't have to stay too long."
Yes, hopefully she'll just be right there and everything will be solved. So it will just be that direction once we're inside. All right.
And the warden goes like, "Yeah, good luck with the navigating inside."
The draft just looks at everybody's like, it'll be fine. And she'll like put a hand on the warden's shoulder and be like, right, so whenever you end up talking to more wardens again at some point, could you just maybe put in the word, clear up all those rumors about me? That'd be great.
I mean, if I see any.
Yeah,
They seem to be having some issues of their own out at Ice Out, though.
that doesn't
Yes, if
surprise
only
me.
they had a capable leader.
I'm not that sure. I have no idea what you're talking about. He gives you a big wink, and then kind of like steps back.
Right, so if this doesn't work out, I told you so. And then I'll walk through.
Traffic just rolls her eyes and goes, yeah, she'll walk right through, right after him.
I'll take up the rear.
Velika and Alan come in as well.
Yes.
And the mirror goes dark immediately behind you. And as you look out into the crossroads, which were vibrant, they seem to have become more green. Almost for Draff and Velika, almost similar to the Fade. Like there is a vibrance that is unnatural here, but it's not quite the same.
What's Alan saying? Is it
It's
just
the magic
more
is the
scary,
magic is
horrible
almost
darkness?
suffocating.
Okay.
It's heavy. You can see like wisps of smoke here and there. And then you notice out of the corner of your eye movement, and you swear you saw a dark figure darting between some of the other mirrors. And that's where we're going to close out.
We could have just ridden horses, but no, you all had to go to the magical wonderland.
It's magical wonderland time, baby.
We have to save Meryl.
Exactly.
Do we?
So
Yes!
yes, we do. Yes.
She's fine.
She's like my second favorite character in 2, so yes, we have to go save her.
What's your first and two?
Varric.
Oh, yeah. Joy.
It's almost unfair, really. There's just like,
Yeah.
okay, everybody's favorite's obviously Varric, and then you can have your favorite
Then
list.
you have your favorite. Like Varric doesn't count. as a
Yeah.
favorite.
Eric is the community favorite, and then I like Fenris because
Yeah.
I'm basic.
I mean, it's valid. I like Meryl because she's adorable, and I just melt for that accent.
I love the part
I
where you-
like all of you.
Aww.
That was
All right.
That was so good. I'm really anxious to know
Good episode.
who this figure is now, and I can't wait till next week.
It's gonna be soulless. We're gonna be.
That's
I'm soulless.
that's my guess, but I'm not like 100% sure on that either. So we'll see. It's gonna be interesting. We're gonna do outros, and then we're gonna go on a raid. So let's do opposite order of how we started. So we'll start with Hannah. What was your favorite part? Where can folks find you? And anything you'd like to share or plug?
Oh no! You're all my favorite. Oh look, a raid.
Hey, thanks for the raid.
We're just finishing up with outros about our favorite part, but we've been doing a Dragon Age game.
Yeah, welcome in. We're about to raid as well. Yeah.
So my favorite part, I really liked Alan's interactions with Messenger. I liked the cake exchange, the great recipe exchange. I loved Jade constantly just being like, well, we could just go to Orlais. We could just ride there. We don't have to use the magic mirror system. I like Giraffe getting along with the warden because they're both kind of like about the whole order.
That was fantastic.
And I love Velika's happiness at being called pretty, at getting to like dress up. I love seeing her be happy and feel more comfortable with everyone. I am Hannah or whatever. And you can find me back here at noon Mountain Time for the next session of this game, Dragon Age, where we get to go around in the Illuvian and see what the mysterious shadow figure darting between the mirrors was. Is it Solus? Is it not Solus?
Is it Craig the horse?
Is it Craig the horse?
Please be Craig the horse.
Is it
Please,
more
has
boats?
to be.
It's Meryl.
More boats.
I got lost.
More boats.
We just see a
Sorry,
hoof,
everyone, I just got lost.
the silhouette of a hoof coming into view.
You abandoned me, Alan. The horse can talk now.
Oh my god.
Craig, no!
So definitely come back. Also, good to check out the Tuesday Dragon Age game, which is a parallel party happening at the same time. We're hoping to meet up sometime near the end of the campaign, but we'll see what happens. Who knows what crazy shenanigans. They, I think, are a little bit more involved with some Solus mystery.
Yeah, he's been popping up more over there. They're in
Maybe we'll see one of them in the next episode, and we'll just immediately shoot them, and they'll be here for 5 minutes.
Because that's exactly how that's gonna go.
They're in Antiva at the moment.
Aw.
And yeah.
We're dealing
it's-
with the mystery of Arlathon and Solus calling all the elves back, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much. They also fought a Sylvan this week, which was
Ooh.
really fun to watch. It was a bit rough for them.
I would imagine.
Yeah, they fought it in a little building too.
What the
which-
heck's the Sylvan doing in there?
I don't
Crazy.
know. But yeah, it was really entertaining. That's Tuesdays at 6 p.m. That's our counterpart party.
But definitely come check us out. Even if you don't check out Tuesday, come look at us because we're cool.
We have Alan.
Alan's turn.
All right. B, what was your favorite part? Where can folks find you? Anything you want to share, plug?
My favorite part. I don't know. It's hard. This one had a lot of favorite parts. Like I loved the Velica feeling pretty thing. That was awesome. I love that. My favorite part was are we best friends now moment between Alan and Messenger. That was the best. Like are we best friends? I think we're best friends. Yes. I will show you how to make cake.
Jade is getting replaced.
No, he's bestest friend.
Got it.
Also, he's kind of a jerk.
there's best friend and then there's bestest friend.
Yes.
Mhm.
Not to be confused with asbestos friend, which is
Yes.
Oh, God,
Yes,
no.
which is frankly part of the boat.
Which is a bit
Um,
deadly. Asbestos friend is deadly.
it's true.
It's true. It's true. Have you
Toxic.
seen what boat do? Boat gets boat a very scary thing with magic.
Where can we find you next, troll?
Yeah.
You can find me. I'm always gonna be here on Fridays. On Saturdays, I'm going to be. I play New Skater, the redneck computer virus. Where we're just kind of like running around trying to do some stuff. I'm just trying to make some robots into not robots and work for some rights of them synthetics. I don't know what the hell everybody else is doing, but that's what I'm doing. They do not always seem to mesh very well. New Skeeter Skulls. Yeah, but I'm the Redback computer virus in the Animus Violentus game. I'm always just hanging out in the Deus Angelis server, and we have that. I posted the link. I'll probably post another one if it's still in my. If I still have it copied. Otherwise, that's not going to happen. Okay, it did not have it happen. It's not happening. But the Neon Devils comic is up, and it's we're moving forward with that. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, if you just go to Webtoons and search Neon Devils, it pops right up.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Anina, what was your favorite part? Where can folks find you? Anything you want to share or plug?
I think, I did enjoy Velica's shopping bit and getting a tiara. That was a big thing for her, so that was adorable. And Alan was very adorable with Messenger. So many lovely moments. Now that we're not in immediate danger for this episode anyway. You can find me here same time next week, and also on my YouTube channel, The Awkward Actress. I will post a link there. And also on Bardic Quest on YouTube, which is a D&D actual play. So check that out as well. Just search Bardic Quest.
Awesome. And then Paladin, what was your favorite
That's
part?
me.
Where can folks find you? Anything you want to share, plug?
This was a great episode. Everyone did such a fantastic job. I think my favorite was the NPCs, because both the Warden and Messenger were great, and even like the little village people we got to interact with, very fun. That really made the episode for me. That was great. I had so much fun, like needling the Warden about their choices to live alone in the dark. While they could be doing, big stuff and not sleeping in the dirt. But, this is, I guess, magic, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you choose to sleep in the dirt underground with your friend who is a darkspawn.
Okay, then.
I mean, that's my retirement plan, so I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Great episode. Well, where you can find me next, Sunday over on Uncanny Adventures, where I play Holt, the pirate paladin who tries to make friends with all the evil pirates. Finally, we're going to have an episode, if all goes well. Then Monday over on Weave the Tale, I I play Gerald, your administrative person in an alien RPG, which is proving very dangerous. The jungle and everything tried to kill us. And one of our NPC friends actually did die, thankfully, before we had a chance to, speak to him. But I'm filing a complaint.
You still hiding in a car?
He did actually save a life in the previous episode. Like, everyone gave him the fat load of good you did, and it was like, oh, my arc. So then when the same thing happened again in the same episode, it was like, oh, this is my moment. And he saved someone. We encountered the giant sloth, which spoke. Yep, it's a weird game. Very fun, though. And then Tuesdays over on Polished Cryptid's channel, I play Dom Rain, the Githzerai Noble Fighter, where we are we had a combat in an arena, and we made a trade agreement, which for once went well. Usually our diplomatic efforts are futile, but they went well, and we are about to rescue one of our companions from prison via paying their fine. And I look forward to that. Good. Okay, that's it. I think, yes, that's it. And I'm back here.
Awesome. That just leaves me. My favorite part, I very much enjoyed the portrayal of the Warden. That was so awesome. I really liked the character and how you put that together. And yeah, just all the conversation once the fighting was over, like the introductions and everything. I just enjoyed everybody's words are hard. Everybody's interactions today were just great. I really enjoyed that.
Definitely a convo heavy session.
Yeah, it was nice. I liked it. And Alan and Messenger becoming best friends was adorable. Brain just went blank. Where you can find me next? Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, for Animus Violentis. I'll be GMing that game. It's a sci-fi set in a sort of post-capitalistic dystopia where humanity has spread out over a decent little portion of the galaxy. Few planetary systems that are terraformed and settled. Our party is trying to figure out what's up with there's like a corporate civil war happening between two factions, and they're trying to figure out how one faction is starting to win so suddenly with the help of these brand new combat androids, and what's up with that. And we ended the last session with them showing up at the factory where they're made, sort of arguing amongst themselves while the guards were just sort of standing there with guns like, what are you all doing? It was so great. And then it ended with all of them getting these like dark bags thrown over their head. And that's where we ended. So it's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow to find out what happens next and if they're all dead or not.
Scary needs to start making backups.
It's not a bad idea.
And like storing them in just weird places in people's hardware.
You're just going to be the Flemeth of that setting. Oh, goodness. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And then next week, Tuesday, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, for our counterpart party for the Dragon Age campaign. Wednesday will be over on YouTube for more Blackfeather Paranormal Investigations. And then Thursday, we won't have a stream. And then Friday, we'll be back here for more of this. So that's everything coming up over the next few days. Other things to share or plug are our sponsors. Get those links into chat here. They are...
I found the chat to the webtoons.
Oh, perfect. They are Fundamental RPG. It is a simple D20 system. It's not tied to any genre, so you can actually use it to play any style of game that you would like, from high fantasy to sci-fi and everything in between. It's what we use for Animus. You can pick up the physical copies on Amazon, or if you prefer a PDF, you can pick that up at coffee.com/Raven, like it's spelled at the bottom of the screen there. And then Die Hard Dice, they sell amazing polymer and metal dice sets and accessories. You can check out all of their stuff at dieharddice.com. If you use the code ANIMUS with a capital A, you can get 10% off of your order. I highly recommend checking out the Luminous Chrome set. They look like this. It's a little hard to tell because the green screen's picking up some of the glitter. But they've got these little swirly, glittery, like nebula type thing inside of them. So they're really satisfying to roll. I like them quite a bit. So go check those out. And yeah, that's everything. So we're going to go on a raid here. Looks like Valdriant's playing some tabletop RPGs. So we're going to go give them a quick raid. Go say hello, give them a follow because they're awesome. And then I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Bye.